Accidental voicemail revealed my parents' true feelings about my wife and family. Now I'm heartbroken. Today was supposed to be a happy day. It's my wife's birthday. But instead of celebrating, I'm grappling with heartbreak, betrayal, and confusion. It all started when my mother's phone accidentally called my wife, leaving a 10-minute voicemail that shook me to my core. My wife and I have been together since we were just 17, and now we've been married for 27 years. She and our 2 children are my whole world. I always believed I had a strong bond with my parents, who are now in their late 70s and early 80s. My older sister lives with them, along with her son, my nephew. Over the years, my parents have faced challenges, and I've always tried to be understanding and supportive. My wife and I have had our ups and downs, especially in our 20s, but my parents helped us through those tough times. We rebuilt our lives, and everything seemed to be going well. Now in our late 40s, I've felt a bit more distant from my parents in recent years, but I still thought we were a close and loving family. Lately, visiting their house felt uncomfortable, as if we weren't really wanted. So, we would only go over if we were invited or after calling first. Despite this, we always tried to be kind and helpful, even providing financial support when they needed it. Then came that voicemail. I couldn't believe what I heard. My mom, dad, sister, and nephew were talking about how much they hate my wife. They called her manipulative and said she causes division in the family. They even claimed that I was being controlled by her. Hearing them say they hate my wife was a shock that I can't describe. It felt completely unreal. My wife was in tears, and so was I. I couldn't understand why they felt this way about my family. The anger and disgust in their voices were hard to bear. In an effort to understand, I called my dad and asked him what was going on. I wanted to know what we had done to deserve such treatment. Instead of answering, he dismissed my concerns, said I was out of my mind, and hung up on me. Later, my mom called back in tears. I begged her to explain why they felt this way, what we had done wrong, but she just kept crying and saying she didn't know. It felt like the conversation went in circles, and I could tell they were embarrassed that their true feelings had ended up on my wife's voicemail. After hearing all of this, I've made the decision to distance myself completely. I can't stay in touch with people who treat my wife, the love of my life, like this. I've blocked their numbers and removed them from my phone. I refuse to go anywhere where my wife and I are not welcomed. I don't know what caused this change. Maybe old grudges or my sister's influence, but right now I can't see how we could ever come back from this. It feels like a death, and there's a heavy weight in my stomach about it. People's feelings are their own, and I don't think that can change, especially at this stage in life. Interestingly, I had been telling my wife for a while that something felt off, that my dad seemed different, and that they were distant. She always thought I was wrong, and that they loved us. But after today, she finally understands what I was trying to say. I know this sounds like a ramble, and I'm sorry for that. I'm feeling lost and incredibly hurt, especially for my wife, who means everything to me. If anyone has been through something similar or has any advice, I would really appreciate it. Thank you.